Take a look what I found on internet for $4. Oh, again, no bubbles. But never mind. Here it is, the DIY watch kit. And these are all electronic components that need to be soldered on this printed circuit board. In the installation instruction it says first to solder the resistors, the capacitors and the crystal oscillator. And to assemble on these transparent pieces like this. Oh, take a look, very clear, very transparent. Like this, where I need to place the battery and see will it work. Okay, let's place it into the case. Very gentle. And I'm done. Oh. And when you press on the left button, it shows the clock for 1, 2, 3, for 3 seconds. I'm so excited. I want to place on my hand now. Oh. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna learn it. Ooh, take a look at that. 12:30. Also to mention, this kind of watch, similar watch, who was wearing in Steve Jobs movie? What do you think? Please comment below if you know. This is piece of art and I love it. And I'm gonna wear it. Alright. I will press it all day long to see the clock because I love it. This is the smallest OLED screen. I ordered it and of course I got it. No bubbles? Are they mad at the factory? To ship without bubbles, this thing can be broken very easily. Oh. It's tiny OLED screen with driver, of course, and 4 pins. The OLED 64 by 32 pixels refers to a type of compact display with a resolution of 64 by 32 pixels using organic light emitting diode OLED technology. A tiny OLED display is placed on ESP32 development board. also with the driver. Let's see the first code. Okay, what it says: press the button for saying. When you press the button, it's scrolling and random choose a saying. Love yourself first. Inside the memory, inside the code, there are 30 sayings, and the microchip will randomly choose one with scrolling effect. Take a look when you press the button. Only one day at time. The future is bright. And here it is, the code uploaded to the Arduino board. And what is this? It's a stopwatch. Maximum that can measure is 60 minutes, and when you press the button, it starts counting. With the second pressing of the button, you pause the stopwatch, and when you hold, it will reset to 0. Using only one button. Crazy. Starting the stopwatch, I can pause and I can reset. This is beautiful. It's the most popular game. Snake, take a look. With using only one button, you can control the worm to eat fruits. But this one is little. Oh, I can get it. Yes. It's beautiful. Love it. All the codes you can download for free in description below, as I said, and also there will be all Aliexpress links for both products, the OLED screen itself and the ESP32 development board with OLED screen. I need to give a shout out to my latest supporters, and here it is: Grant, who send me every month one coffee, thank you sir. Job67 also, it's a monthly supporter, thank you. Here it is Wacon 205, and he wrote, I'm new to all of this stuff and your codes are helping me a lot. Thank you. No problem sir, thank you for supporting my channel. I share my codes for free, and if you want to buy me a coffee, that will be great. One more time, thank you Wacon 205. Here it is Harry, who also sent me couple of coffees, thank you sir, and he wrote, hi and thank you for all the videos and gadgets. No problem. Here it is Hanover, he's a monthly supporter, sending me 3 coffees every month, thank you sir. Patrick's, thanks for your content and inspiration. I'm glad that I inspire you, Patrick, for doing some electronics. George William da Silva, he's a monthly supporter, thank you very much also, and the link will be in description below so you can check it and maybe send me some coffees. Thank you to all of you. And in the middle we have 5 LEDs for indicating the working lines, for example CC, data plus, data minus. This is power supply positive and ground. Plug in the power cable where it says power in, and nothing happens. Right here, and the other on type C. And take a look, we have 4 lights, meaning that the cable is okay. And yes, take a look. When you move the connector, one of the LEDs is flashing. Let's do it this way. Yes, the ground. The connector is bad. Alright. Positive power supply and positive. Yes, we have a continuity. Great. It's a simple board module that you can use to test your cables for $1 from AliExpress. The Once again, no bubbles. What is happening? PCB modules. Whoa. And they are so tiny. It's 14 millimeters by almost 11. 14 by 11. Chip, it says 223B or JL2517J. What Mr. Google find for me? The TTP223B integrated circuit is a single channel capacitive touch sensor chip that replaces traditional mechanical buttons, providing a digital output signal in response to a human touch or proximity. Okay, let's place. But take a look when you touch it without touching. The distance for activating the module is maybe 5 millimeters without touching. So using this chip, capacitive touch sensor chip that replaces traditional mechanical buttons, you can control let's say like this 4 relay module switch. Take a look. Just with touching I am activating the relay, and on that relay I can attach a bigger load. I got it. Finally! Bubbles! Oh. Ooh. Beautiful. A small instruction manual, wire diagram, okay. Six, 7. Turn on 7 volts, but the bar graph it's not working. Let's check the USB. Does it give 5 volts at 7 volts? Yes, the USB ports are giving 5 volts at 7 volts input, but the bar graph it's not turned on. Let's increase the voltage. Whoa, 9.8 volt, and we have 2 red lines. 12.1, 12.6, 7, 8, 9, 13 volts, and the bar graph is fully with that red and green lines. Alright. Third row, 1.9 amperes, and it's holding at 5 volts. The USB port is doing a great job. And take a look, 2.5 amperes, and the voltage stays at 5 volts, and that is great. Also on the power supply it says that we are pulling 16 watts and at 12 volts 1.3 amperes. The link will be in the description below so you can check it. And this is a great find on Aliexpress, and it's cheap but useful for DIY projects. And I love that bar graph with red and green. No bubbles. Alright. For those who don't know, this is the peer motion sensor. And on this gadget we have input and output. The input DC voltage can be from 5 volts to 24 volts DC voltage. And from the other side you can hook up, let's say, a LED strip, but the maximum will be 3 amperes. So if you put 5 volts, the output will be 5 volts. If you hook up at 12 volts, the output will be 12 volts, and you need to attach a LED strip that works on 12 volts. I have a 9 volt power adapter. I'm gonna plug in where it says input. Alright, there is no LED indicator that is working, and the LED strip I will plug in to the other side. Reset, start now. Okay. Alright, it was around 20 seconds and the output voltage is 8.93. Can you hear it?
DC 8.93 volts.
Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. We have the potentiometer, two DC jacks, one for input, one for output, and the multimeter is turned off. It have an auto shutdown timer. And take a look, only one small, what is this? A transistor maybe. Alright. And as I said, it have a sensor for detecting a light, so will work only at night. Alright. A nice gadget. I like it, and it's cheap and will be useful in one of my rooms. Oh, again, no bubbles. Sorry. Zip bag in the zip bag. Ooh. In this great package, there it is, the LEDs. These are LED filaments. So we have all electronic components, capacitor, resistors, transistor, and this SMD integrated chip. First I'm gonna solder, of course, the resistors, so I need to place them. Everything is marked on the PCB, so you can't miss. The resistors, the capacitors, and the transistor are soldered, and next thing is to solder this tiny SMD integrated chip. Beautiful. So here it is, the smart LED light kit DIY project, and it's a touch one. When you touch it, it turns on. Touch it. Ooh, with smooth fade lighting. When you touch again, fade out. It have fade in and fade out. Fade in from low to high, and when to turn off from high to low. Take a look, and I can reduce the brightness. Okay, this is low. Ooh, super cool project. It's simple, but I like it. With a touch. Ooh, low, high.